Hi, my name is Cassandra Alvarez, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation on chemistry and pharmacy. So, last time it didn't work, but hopefully this time it does work. Okay. Oh, wait, my mouse isn't working. That's fine. Okay. So, anyway, my presentation is on chemistry and pharmacy. So, what I would like to talk about are some introductions, chemistry concepts, examples of medication, pharmacy and its roles, and a little bit of a summary. So I would like to start off with, when you hear the two words of chemistry and pharmacy, one that might come to mind are medications or even, I shouldn't say, but drugs. But I guess this is the kind of correlation that I wanted to make with the concept of chemistry, specifically organic chemistry, and well, the medication and the practice of pharmacy. So throughout the class, this 314 and 313, we have learned about synthesis of reactions and how these reactions and the way to formulate them and everything can be produced into molecules that can be made up into medications, prescriptions that can be sold off on the market, with safety reasons and everything that may help individuals that are. Oh, that's my cat in the back. But that may help individuals who are going through that have acute pain, which is, a minimal, small amount, or chronic pain, which is meaning that they could go through it every day, or they've been going through it for years. So some concepts that I would like to bring up are that I made some correlations of the different chapters of that we have gone through, and I've tried to find some medications that might have some synthesis or might even show how to formulate one of the medications that present these prescriptions that we have today. So the first one that I would like to talk about today is carfilzomib. Carfilzomib is an injection that is used to treat patients with multiple myeloma. The classification of the medication is known as a proteasome inhibitor that targets cellular mechanisms of protein degradation by blocking the beta proteolytic subunits of the 20S proteasome. So kind of looking here, well, I don't know, I can't really share or my mouse. But in this very first picture right here, it shows the epoxide, and that's kind of what I was going for, is the epoxide right here with the three different methyl groups. Well, one wedged, one dashed, and one just straight that interact with this other molecule to create these two different rings that are presented, which is the morpholina ring and the one for oxazepano adduct. And I'm guessing with the one for, it's going to be right here in this group right here. And then this other group right here. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then one thing I did catch, but I'm not sure if that might be why this kind of drug interacts, but there's like a little beta right there. I don't know if that has to correlate again to how I said that the actual mechanism or the function of this medication of what it does. It helps block the beta proteolytic subunits. So that might be, why it has that little beta right there and kind of why it's squiggly. Yes, I didn't really look too much into it. But the next medication is Prilosec. Prilosec is a proton pump inhibitor, treats heart pain, damaged esophagus, stomach ulcers, and GERD, which is esophageal reflux disease. And kind of like, some, I guess like heartburn, but not heartburn. And it's also known, Prilosec is also known as omeprazole. Omeprazole, I believe, is the other injection as well. You've kind of seen commercials about it here and there. But with this one, I wanted to point out the aromatic ring right here. The aromatic ring. We also talked about the different conjugated, like the pi conjugated systems of it being they're right next to each other. But with the aromatic ring, it has to be one pi bond, one sigma bond, one pi bond, one sigma bond, one pi one sigma bond. And then I did want to note out that I did see this kind of an epoxide, but not. I'm not too sure what this one is, but it's the oxygen double bonded to the S and the two R groups, the two carbon groups, but I'm not too sure what to classify that as. But I just wanted to point out the aromatic ring and the Prilosec. The next medication, the next, I guess, what's it called? How do I say it? Hormone is testosterone. That points out the ketone cons concept of it, which is the oxygen right here on the bottom, double bonded to two R groups in the almost benzene kind of ring. Benzene kind of ring. And so testosterone is a male sex hormone that is made within the testicles. It is important for male sexual reproduction, and it has the functions of, body and facial hair, along with the deepening in the voice. I did look up that there was a medication, which is called fluoxyminestrone, which treats that helps adult males that have low testosterone levels. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then for the next one, we have isotretinoin. Isotretinoin is a cream-based kind of gel topical medication that is used to treat mild to severe acne, again, prescribed through a dermatologist. And I wanted to point out on this with these carboxylic acid group right here, it has the oxygen double bonded to an OH and then to the R group. And then the next, drug medication would be morphine. Morphine, is a pain medication, controlled substance that, that may be given to you in a hospital after a surgery, or even, individuals who just buy it, just off the streets. And I wanted to point out that the nitrogen is also bonded to the 3R groups. And yeah. And I would like to touch base on the pharmacy and its roles. Many people think that a pharmacist is just, a person that you see at Walmart, Walgreens, Albertsons, CVS. They hand you your medication. If you're sick, you just got out of surgery, you just got out of the ER or something like that, that they're just here to give it to you. But in my opinion, I think that pharmacists need to have a great understanding of what organic chemistry does and how medication affects the body and how the body is affected by the medication. So it goes both ways. It's actually known as like pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics, and that's kind of, again, just reiterating what I just said, what the body does to the drug and what the drug does to the body. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And at the bottom right here, you actually see the topic of medicinal chemistry. Medicinal chemistry is actually the application of pharmaceutical synthesis, meaning that these individuals, they can be, again, just regular, let's say, PhD students or even pharmaceutical students, PharmD, which are doctor of pharmacy students who want to be able to go ahead and work in a lab and in the laboratory and non-laboratory settings of being able to be hands-on and work in improving a current drug on the market or a current medication or compound that they are that a certain school company is looking more into, or even creating a new medication. And I kind of did a little slide previously before I did a project previously before this, and I kind of think that this medicinal chemistry has actually kind of stuck with me. I have this past summer been working in a research lab that kind of deals with medicinal chemistry and the compounds of looking at estrogen receptors, and how that medication is going to affect the patient. We haven't gotten to clinical trials or anything like that, but we're just still in the process of the synthesis of this medication. So this kind of brings me to my next point of this next slide, where it's I guess this drug discovery, like how it says on the bottom. And from what I've been hearing is that this slide is kind of really great, depending in chemistry and in pharmacy, to get a great understanding of the behind the scenes. Again, there's this little titles at the top: preclinical and clinical studies. The preclinical is kind of just working it out, the routine of what is going on, as research, what are we going to do, how are we going to do it, what are the tools, what are the what are we going to be using, who are we going to be collaborating with, then that goes into synthesizing the molecule, the chemicals, then they get tested, not on humans just at this point, but chemically tested, for testing the safety and efficiency, kind of like animal testing, I guess. And then you go ahead and start, speaking with, companies and trying to get that medication, drug kind of out there, that this is kind of what, they're working with. Then it starts getting into phases 1, 2, and 3 of humans. And then from there, you kind of go up, you kind of see where it leads off to, you get approved, and then the drug is on the market. And that kind of concludes my presentation today. And I would like to thank you for watching. And I hope that kind of gave a little information of, what pharmacy and chemistry kind of do together and kind of how, you should really think about pharmacy if you really do like organic chemistry. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you so much.